Name's Bar, by the way, Red Bar. All my permits are current.
There we go. Picture of Big J doing stand-up, something that, you could be arrested for now. And it says, which way is the studio again? Very funny.
Turn into a podcast.
Another picture here. Dan Soder walking through a door frame, and it says, Jay was supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. Okay, I get it. Maybe there was an instance where somebody was late on the bonfire because they slept in because they live in New York.
Nope.
And they eat junk food.
I just turned into a podcast.
Okay, another picture. Big J smiling with a roadie. And it says, I was supposed to be there 20 minutes ago. Very funny.
Yeah.
Big J wearing a laminate around. The Orphan tapes. We're finally getting into the show. This is going to be good. Let's see the show. Now, if you like this, remember a fan made this. This is like, again, I've seen this done before. This is a stock intro showing some old 80s VHS tapes. This isn't from the mind of Dan Soder or Big J, so do not give them credit for any graphical stuff that you think is somewhat good or better than the crap that you've seen them do before. Not that you would. Watch this. Hard Knock Life. I hope they get copy stricken for this. I'm upset. One more drink. Oh, I thought it was going to be Jay-Z. I like the song. From standing on the corners robbing, from dropping some of the hottest parts of you. Okay.
What an intro.
Look at this.
Holy shit.
Bobby Hutch did all that so amazingly, and then also gave us from the control room. He gave us.
Look at Big J. Let's drink to that, huh? Hard Knock Life, hit it. Do you like my new cup? Does this do anything for people? No, I think the old cup shined better. I thought this was going to shine more like a diamond. These look beautiful. At Crate and Barrel, these look beautiful.
They glistened.
Let's take a little sip of that. All right, we hope you're having a good time. Hey, you could drink with us here today on Saturday, Scars Club. By the way, this is just the intro to the intro to the intro. We're going to be here all day. Cheers, Jules. Oop, that could break.
It's very thin.
Very thin. I've cut my bottom lip about 3 times.
Sharp edges.
Yeah, maybe I don't like a sharp edge glass. Okay, here is Big J. Have we really ever examined him? You have gelled hair that you can see through. I have a big problem with this. If you gel your hair and you can see through to the forest floor, stop gelling your hair. Take it from Logan Paul. The gel is only going to make the hairs look less, all right? It would be like if you covered every tree in oil. All right, that looks bad. For being such a badass guy, and everybody's covered these things, but they need to be reminded, you can't have your eyebrows professionally done. Sure, take a razor's Gillette swipe of the unibrow. Nobody wants to be Kumail. Take it from me. But to have your eyebrows professionally edged, like an Arab or a woman from The Bachelorette, it's a heinous way to live your life. To have color contacts to make your eyes hazel. He went to the doctor. Is there any way you could turn my eyes hazel? Your eyes don't need to be hazel. A snap-on nose ring from Gadzooks. It's not cool. Is this a blackhead next to the nose ring? What is that, Jules? What is this here?
Is that a second nose ring?
I don't know.
Or does he have like a beauty mark that I never noticed?
You've got the beard growing. I like the beard. This is, hey man, look at me rocking out. I'm on the radio. That's okay, but everything else is bad. Now, when I looked at this, I go, wait a minute, Jules. We got this brand new OLED television. And my blacks are just spot on. I love my blacks. OLED. It makes George Floyd look perfect. I realize Big J's gloves, they're not driving gloves like Paris Hilton wears, okay? They're not biker gloves. They're fingerless mittens.
I can't believe you never noticed that before.
I guess maybe I have. Maybe I just, my anger for Big J raises. He's wearing fingerless mittens. I mean, these are soft. There was no need for these. There's never been an explanation. He has been allowed to just keep wearing mittens. You know, there's something so big. There's something so gay about Big J. I don't understand why people think he's cool. Look at this screen print that he's wearing. I mean, look at this hoodie. So let's just see the brilliance. And here's Dan Soder. Couldn't be more bored, you know, wearing his Old Navy performance hoodie here today. Couldn't be more bored. They've got nothing to say. This is the intro of their new show. Their brand new show. Let's hear the intro.
Shit.
Bobby Hutch did all that so amazingly, and then also gave us from the control room, he gave us the, and you're on.
Is this what Lewis's violent inspiration has done to you? Has turned you into a world-class?
He's beating him into submission until he just has to do the right thing.
Jacob Batat is sitting in his parents' house in Florida, very nervous right now.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was
very nervous.
He's very, very nervous right now, as he should be. You're on notice, Jacob.
No,
everybody.
It's all right, Jacob. Look at me. It's okay.
Thank you for joining us here.
Yeah.
We are at Gas Digital Studio.
A couple rips about a guy named Jacob that I don't know. You know, maybe you got to listen to the Bonfire to know about that one. Very funny. Two guys that couldn't be more upset to be here today. And now they're finally getting into the show. Let's hear what they have to say after 2 minutes and 21 seconds of crap.
And this is the Orphan tapes. We're not just going to sit around like assholes waiting for things to get done. We gotta make moves, baby. We gotta come and sit down and talk to each other, or we go through a weird. Our phone calls get weird.
What do you mean?
They just get weird when we start calling, and I'm like, "Hey, there's this thing, but don't say anything about it." But okay, it's like Patrice's old joke.
We're like shitty mob members.
Like there was a murder, but I don't want to talk about it right now.
Oh, there's that $100 smile from Big J Okerson. He looks beautiful when he does that.
Too boring.
Too boring, right? Like, are we connecting with anything that's been said? Has there been anything that makes you drawn in to listen? You know, this is like watching the movie Tenet.
That's exactly what it is.
We have to.
Oh,
I want to call you and be like, "Did you see that golfer say fag?" And you're like,
Yeah.
What? And I'm like,
Delete
"Just don't
him,
say
ban
anything."
him.
God damn it! I can't talk on the phone. It's hot. This phone's hot.
It is the Orphan tapes, everybody.
The Orphan
and we
tapes.
are live right now.
I was
see what happens.
looking for you to see that space where we would normally go, "You're listening," but they gave up on us. So we have joined Lewis's lost
So
boy.
some insight to the Bonfire, you know, said poorly by two cheap-sounding guys. They gave up on us. The Bonfire, they gave up on us. You know, they loved having that Sirius XM cosign. That made them fancy. You guys are a couple of losers. I mean, this could be Karen Feehan and Mike Vecchione.
Big J thought he was better than Lewis
Yes.
because he had a show on Sirius.
Lewis, do you know that Big J thinks he's like the star that's making all of this possible for your world? You realize that, right, Lewis? You know, poor Lewis, he takes an Adderall. He thinks he likes everybody. Poor Lewis. From the hours of 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Lewis thinks everybody is phenomenal. You should see the texts I get from him when he's on his Adderall peak, where everyone is amazing and he likes everybody. Big J doesn't even like you, Lewis. He likes that you manage all of this stuff, that you organize it. He always thought he was the big-time celebrity that is making the world go round for Gas Digital. But now look at them. What are you, the 87th most downloaded show on Gas Digital now? The Orphan tapes? It's time. The glitz and the glamour, that's been pulled away. Here is Big J Okerson and Dan Soder. They're not on TV. They're not on Sirius. They're not headlining comedy clubs. They're doing a show with less views than Red Bar, the lowest rated show in comedy. So what are you two now? You know, you certainly don't look rich. You don't look good. Look at Dan Soder. This guy used to look like a movie star last year. He looked like he was in Knocked Up last year, right?
Yeah.
When I saw Dan Soder, he looked like he was in a comedy by Judd Apatow all the time. Now look at him. You're nothing. You work for me now, boys. You're the Garginis.
Cult.
We're just on YouTube.
The runaway children
Ban
of Gas
'em.
Digital
Just
in the
you-
lobby.
They are nothing. I
YouTube
like that. I
dudes
look at
kicking
my
it.
chat. I haven't looked at the chat in an hour. They are nothing. You hear that, Big J? That's what people think about you. You don't even have a chair. You're too afraid. You don't even interact with fans. They're nothing to you except likes and dollar signs. These people won't even talk to you. They retweet you when you praise them. Do you notice that? These comedians, Mark Norman, all these people, they retweet you if you praise them. Isn't that nice? They learned this from DJ Khaled. It was tacky when DJ Khaled did it 5 years ago. Can you believe comedians do this? They retweet their praise. You know, I'll give a like to somebody that says something really nice to me on Instagram out of pity. Because I feel bad that they opened up and said something like this. I go, you know what? My likes mean thank you. They don't mean, ooh la la. Can I screenshot this and share it on my Instagram in a new post? Have you ever seen these guys? They screenshot they'll tweet, and if the tweet gets enough likes and retweets, they screenshot it. They put it on Instagram, a photo app, but you need to see their brilliance. You know who does this? I can't say her name. The girl. The girl does this. The blonde girl. Can't say her name on this show. But this is what your comedians are doing. They're retweeting praise. They're screenshotting their epic tweets. And their tweets are like, whoa, hey, me, Mark Norman. Wonder what Trump's thinking.
Someone
Screenshot. Instagram. This is a photo app. If I were Instagram, I would ban anybody who posts not photos, except for me, of course.
Somebody sometimes tweets me an adorable tweet that I would love to
Yeah.
retweet about myself, but I'm like, I can't. What am I, a show off?
Even Jules restrains herself and has some behavior and some, what do they call that, where you're acting decorum? Yes. Is that a word? Or does that mean decor? I have beautiful decorum all over my house. You should see it. It's very mid-century modern. But Big J and all these people, they go, well, you got to remind people how awesome you are, and then maybe more people. You see, the whole thing is a scam. So let's see what the brilliant Big J, do people hate these two enough? It's time to start picking on them. They must feel the fear.
Just you two dudes.
It's
We're
so.
two
By the
YouTube
way, the
dudes.
video now, I was so close up, I don't know how to sit.
No,
I
you
don't like
haven't
looking
been
at my-
pitied by Mike. Listen, when you say something, somebody goes, yeah, I've been pitied by Mike. When you say something nice, I go, very nice, thank you. And I do appreciate it,
Of course.
but I don't need to retweet it. Mike and Jules are awesome. Retweet.
It was a nice comment.
Did you see?
For
People
us,
think we're
not
awesome.
for ammo to use on the public.
Exactly. And by the way, if you post anything except news people need to know about when you're going to be on, you're a loser. Look at my Instagram. Look at it. That's how Instagram should be run. You tell people what time you're going to be on or something. Maybe you don't even tell them that. You say, hey, this is when I was on. That's it. You don't need all this crap. These people are losers. I saw Mark Norman the other day. He tweets all day. Mark Norman sits there tweeting all day nervously and then deletes tweets that don't hit. He'll tweet something like this. Wonder what Trump's thinking. Wonder what Trump's thinking. And you go, what is, this isn't a joke. It's not a thing. It's not something. It's nothing. It's just litter.
Here, look at his most recent one.
Yeah,
that
let's
I
pull
really
up Mark
love.
Norman's Twitter. You know, I coined this phrase, internet litter. This is the same thing as littering. This is the same thing as throwing your Wendy's double hamburger wrapper right out the car window. Here's Mark Norman. Podcasts are like babies. They're too easy to create. Not everyone should have one. All right. Well, what the hell then? You should not be on air. You know, we listened to Mark Norman. We were in the car the other day on the highway. We were listening to Mark Norman and Joe Rogan on Spotify from a couple weeks ago. They sat around and talked about the ins and outs. Please don't. The ins and outs of comedy for 4 hours. Mark Norman and Joe Rogan, they repeated the same 5 concepts about whoa, you know, it feels horrible when you bomb. Yeah, it really does, you know. Oh, man, they don't let us say anything anymore, do they? They get mad. Crowds get mad when you say something. The other day, I was up on stage. I said, oh, woman in a wheelchair, she's retarded. Oh, I thought I was going to get canceled. No, stop. It's the same conversation. And by the way, Joe Rogan apparently has 35 million people listening. Do they really need to know the interworkings of comedy once more? What is the idea here? And we're We need to be snapped out of it. We need to be jolted out of this because we've just, we've been put on, wash and repeat, and we can't snap out of it. Podcasts are like babies. They're too easy to create. Not everyone should have one. Let's go to his Twitter, though. Mark Normand, who is so nervous about us right now. And I've been getting inside information, believe me, from his friends. Dude, Mark Normand is so nervous about. You've seen, right?
I saw
the text. I'm a New York comedian. I've got a 1 hour special.
There's not many remaining because he deletes almost everything he attempts.
It's really, really, really bad.
And yes, Kevin Ferguli in the chat pointed out that he often will try a joke and then delete it and then do the same joke with a different punchline to see which one gets more likes.
Look at this. Trump literally has writer's block. 1.1 thousand people thought that was amazing. They actually clicked like. So they see this. They go, whoa, 1.1 thousand likes. Everything I say is magical. And that's what they think. They don't understand. No, it's retards who just wish they had a buddy. And they say, oh, Mark Normand, if I like his thing, maybe something will happen. It's really getting twisted out there. All right, let's finish up Big J and Dan Soder. We have more new podcasts to go over. It's 2021. It's 2021. You need a new podcast, more ad money. Could they be more excited to be here? Look at their faces. Back in the day, at least you had audio only of this, and you could kind of be fooled into thinking they were having a good time. They've got a million other places they'd rather be than here.
So wrinkly. Christine, why don't you make me look better?
Christine's here.
Who cares?
Guys, Christine's here. Toot, toot, like a cartoon train.
I'm a shock jock. No, I'm a shock jock. Thank you.
Christine is with us. I'm Big J. Okerson. That's Dan Soder.
Hello.
Alex is working on the boards. Bobby Hutch overseeing everything.
There it is. The pop tags.
Turns out I do. Still
gotta follow him on Instagram. I bet Big J's got a banging Instagram.
So I can make faces at them and stuff and be like, guys, come on.
Alex, Bobby, getting everything ready for us. This has been fucking incredible.
Why is it that I don't need to tell anyone to follow me on Instagram? Why is it that I don't need to constantly do ads? Why is it that I don't constantly need to fill you with do this, do that? Why? How am I able to survive and have such a beautiful life? Why? I don't have to post every 5 minutes. You don't see me doing Instagram stories all day. I'm not tweeting all throughout the day. Why is it that I'm able to be such a success doing nothing? And they got to be on there all the time, and they'll tell you, oh, it's my job. It's my job. It's my job. It's my job. No, it's not. There's something else at work.
Shout out to Lewis and Ralph for letting us use the studio.
Look, they could put us away, Dan, but they can't put us away for long. We're a lot like Avon Barksdale. There's a character on the show The Wire I'm watching. You should check it out.
Yeah, what's it on?
It's great. It's on HBO Max.
Neat.
And you can just tear through it. 5 seasons. And I got to tell you, there's some wild stuff happening. Show's not talked about enough.
When you do this, I have to treat it like when my grandma hasn't told me the same story 5 times. I go, oh, yeah, guy? What else happened?
Do you know what I'm starting to feel big in me and Christine's relationship?
Sorry, we're just giving this a chance. I just got to see what's going on these shows. We just got to give it a chance. If they want to make $1,000 off this episode, we need to hear what's so great. Eminem.
Behind me eye rolls of thing that I'm a very thing that just happened. Mm-hmm. Got to tell everyone I know.
Love it. That's me too. I think that's why this show works.
She's next to me for a lot of them, and you can just see the eye rolls in the back, like, holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm getting
it's like
bored
when
to
someone
death.
goes to when you see someone on a press tour.
This sucks. I mean, it brings down. This is the thing. It's like, how do they get away with it? If I acted this shitty on my show, the chat would be lit up. I'd be fried.
We'd be dead.
How do they get away with it? How do people, after listening to this shit for an hour and 54 minutes, and by the way, when they get to an hour and 30, they're like, man, don't you think we should get out of here? It's getting late, man. We've been on forever. An hour and 34. We should wrap it up. This is what they do. How do they get away with amazing show? Great. Like. Who are the people that are liking this? How do they get away with it? I could barely get away with what I'm doing now, which is 100 times more brilliant. I don't understand. All right, we're going to go to the next the next duo, but let's start look at Dan Soder's fucking face here. Opening day. Imagine if I sat here like this, waiting for the soup. This is a soup line look. All right, let's see. who we have next here. Believe me, the podcast. Oh, Mark Norman has another podcast.
Now, someone sent this to me as a new Mark Norman podcast, but when I was doing the notes this morning, I realized I think this is just another one of those things where he uploads himself as a guest on another podcast on his own channel. But I thought we could talk about that anyway, because why does he do that?
Yes, Mark Norman does this thing where if he's ever been on 444 likes. Look at that. Shout out.
Well,
here, I'll show you this. Here's Mark's YouTube channel. If he's ever been anywhere, he puts it on his own channel, and everybody that interviews him is too weak to say, it's kind of my show. He don't understand the etiquette. If you go on a guest on Joe Rogan, he doesn't put Joe Rogan on his channel.
He respects him.
But when he goes on a guest on a lesser podcast, he just rips it and puts it on his own channel, stealing all the views from that guy. Like, here he is.
Mark Norman is probably these guys' biggest guests.
Yes.
And they thought they were getting all of his guys over to their channel.
What
but he's
Mark,
like, oh no.
Yeah, what Mark Norman does, and he does this the day up. So he's on this guy's podcast. I don't know what it is. It's some loser.
It's obviously the Comedy Advice Podcast.
Okay. No, Mark Norman added that in to explain what the show is. The show's called All Day. I don't know. But yeah, he's on this guy's podcast, and then he just rips it and puts it on. Then this guy gets 300 views, and Mark collects all the stuff, and I bet he monetizes it and gets all the
And
the
every
ad
time
revenue.
someone makes like a fan compilation of like
Yes.
Mark Norman's best
Funniest moments.
See, there's one right there. Best of Mark Norman.
Where?
He just
Where?
uploads it to his own
Show
channel.
me this. Best of
It's
Mark
that,
Norman
yeah.
stand-up compilation.
Woo. Still.
Yeah, and this is Comedy Central stuff. Like, he just steals everybody's stuff and puts it up.
I mean, not only that, but this is what your fan channels are supposed to upload, not you.
Yeah. You know, Mark Norman and Joe List stole from us. They stole Light News, which we're really mad. And then they stole another name. What was it called?
Tuning Up.
Tuning Up, which is something I came up with. They stole Tuning Up from us. They've stolen again. That will be coming up later. They've stolen something from Louis J. Gomez himself. Me and Louis had a big talk about how we're going to really finish you, Mark Norman. Let's see Mark Norman's best stand-up.
Hey, comedy, huh? Woo. Still not really sure what this is, but glad to be here. Yeah, feels like a comedy show, but it looks like a porn shoot.
I deem it terrible. Cancel him. Cancel him. Throw him in jail. Just with Baked Alaska. Put him in behind bars with Baked.
They got baked, by the way.
Yeah, I know. We're going to go over that. Who's Jessica Kirson?
Fill her up.
Oh, this is one that you told me to put in the notes, so I thought this was the best place. But I guess
this is what? Another new podcast?
Yeah, she does a podcast.
I told you to put this in the notes?
Or you put it in the notes.
Nah, not me. I've never heard of this in my life.
Me. She does a character.
Oh, really?
Like
it's a new podcast. Oh, wow. Okay. Do you guys know Jessica Kirson? Somebody must have sent me this, and I just forwarded it to you or something
probably.
like that. This is Jessica Kirson with Mark Norman and Karen Fian, the OnlyFan woman. Do you know she like opens her fucking lips and shows the inner workings of her vaginal in her asshole?
No.
What do you mean? No.
She does. Oh, Karen Fian. Yeah,
yes.
I thought you were talking about Jessica.
No,
Kirson.
Karen Fian, New York comedian. She has an OnlyFans, and it's not an OnlyFans like Tana Mongu where you're just showing some photoshopped, covering your breast. She opens up. I mean, it's like gynecological.
People
All right,
in the chat are saying this is awful. Oh my god, this sucks in all caps.
This
Fuck,
show?
This is the worst. Yeah, so I guess people.
Oh,
know
okay.
it.
So people know about this. It's called Disgusting Hawk. That's the name of the show. Disgusting Hawk. Okay. And you know what? These old women in comedy, they never get picked on anymore. Like you'll see this woman. She never gets picked on.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
All right, here she is, Jessica Kirson. Oh, she's dressed up as a cloud. This New York bum woman. Okay. This isn't another intro here.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Quiet Time with Jessica Kirson.
No, so that's not Gene
Everyone
Simmons.
be quiet. It's time. I thought it would be good today to try and get in touch
And they all respect her. You know, in the New York comedy scene, they treat these people like they're royalty just because they've been a lot around the cellar. Because Colin Quinn, Jessica Kirson, she Red State, Blue State, Red State, Blue State. You're a bum. You're New York trash. I'd like to set that hair on fire. How about that? How about I put a candle up to that hair, I light you up, I spin you down a hallway. How about that, you ugly, disgusting crap? You know, has anyone said this to you? Have you ever been roasted on a podcast? It'd be very nice to see what you're made out of. You know, she could be a very nice woman, but I'm sick of it, right? You're out. It's the new age, all right? Get out of here, you old bitch.
with our
Look at this woman.
vulnerability when it comes to intimacy.
So it's all a farce. She's just
sometimes
Is that
it's
what
hard
it is?
for me
I
to
guess,
be vulnerable
Like, is this
when I'm
It's a
eating
bit
my wife's
sketch.
box. And I'm sure it's hard for you. Let's do a meditation to try and make it
Why don't you grow a mustache and turn into that porn guy that got arrested? What is his name?
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy. Just grow a mustache, be Ron Jeremy, and get sentenced to jail. Live out your life there, okay? This looks like Dawn of the Dead with this whole look here. With
That's
the
probably
moon
one
coming
of her
up.
Characters.
Dawn of the Dead or Ron Jeremy?
Ron Jeremy.
Let's re-upload this as Ron Jeremy breaks out of jail and starts doing a podcast. Cancel him. Cancel Ron Jeremy.
easier for some of you who are incredibly damaged because you were touched.
Let's just see. New podcast.
I'll do it with you because I'm not cured. I'm not cured.
The Hedgehog. Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking. Royalty-free background.
Everyone, close your eyes and let's begin.
Uh-oh. A wave of water washes her
Breathe
away.
in.
Oh, it says breathe. She thinks that's
And breathe
funny.
out.
Why? Because you're such a maniac, you'd never
Breathe
do
in.
this?
And breathe out.
They got you looking ghost.
How does that feel? Do you feel more open? Do you feel ready to let the love
And
in?
this, let me guess, 1 million likes. Let's see what people are saying about this. Can we bombard this with hate? You know, because people like this aren't prepared. Let's just as a test. See what like a woman like this is made out of. Put the link in the chat to this one, Jules. And everyone go in there, accuse her of joke theft. The worst stuff you've ever considered, okay? Nothing that could get you in trouble. This has got 1,900 views, 4 dislikes. Let's add to this. Let's pile on and make her think that she's being canceled, okay? Let's see what happens, and we'll check back at the end of the show. This could be, I mean, believe me, people like this will turn up her whole year. This will really uproot her whole thing. Go in there and go, wow, I can't believe you're stealing jokes. You just ripped off. And just whatever you fucking feel like. She will lose it. 1,900 views. This premiered 16 hours ago. Garbage. I don't know if Jessica was joking. Okay. You know, get in there and really terrorize this person. I want to see what she's made out of. Let's just cut in. Oh, wait. She does do a Chippa-esque character. I love this. Should we cut to the actual opening? I guess that was just the intro.
I guess she does a lot of characters because it seems
Oh
like
my
she has a bunch of
God.
different outfits.
Let's see what she does. So she thought, I'll be like Chippa. That's Jim Norton. Chippa. I was wearing this Chippa shirt that I got. She made me take it off because it's so ugly. She couldn't
ordered
look at
one
me.
of those Christmas shirts that is
The
like
Chip
a
Chipperson
full
shirts.
print front and back.
And I was wearing it all day. I wore it out. She goes, you can't please. And I was wearing a white T-shirt, very thin, with white shorts. I looked awful. All right, let's see her character here.
Okay.
And then bombard her. Did you get the link in there, Jules, in the chat? Should be in the chat.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, no.
Welcome to the...
Vivian Sistine. Oh, and of course, Mark Norman is here. He's available for anything. So she does a character. This is her character. What is it? What was it
I
called?
don't know.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Vivian, what does that say? Eisenstein. Now, listen, I like the name Eisenstein. I'll tell you that. Maybe this is funny.
Maybe we should all leave nice comments.
Eisenstein was nice. I know some Jews named Eisenstein. Please change your name. If there's Stein in your name, you got a target on your back. All right, here she is, Vivian Eisenstein. It's her Chip Chipperson character.
To the...
This is bad. Coffee. Mark Norman's on it wearing his hoodie.
Vivian Eisenstein Show.
This is really bad.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Vivian Eisenstein Show.
I like it.
This is Vivian Eisenstein.
You didn't tell me this had a Jewish element. Wait. No one told me this had a Jewish element to it. Now I like it. You know?
This is what we're into.
This is nice. Yeah, this is very cool.
Happy to be here with my guest today, Mr. Mark Norman.
Hello.
Is it have a D on the end or no?
There's a D, but you don't have to say it. It's French, normal.
So you're French?
It's a bomb.
I guess my ancestry. I don't think about it. I speak a little.
Where are your grandparents from? Where did they come from?
That's a good question.
Okay, I can't do it. You know, Gas Digital Lewis, you got to clean this studio up. How many shows does Gas Digital have now? About 1,200?
Like 700, I was going to say.
1,300. They're all making about $7 a day. All right, very deplorable. Okay, lock them up. The deplorable. That was it. New podcast.
Now we should do a segment every week called New Podcast.
New Podcasts.
I guarantee there'll be about 5
These are
new
terrible.
ones
And
per
remember
week.
to give them 1 star on iTunes. Accuse them of racism everywhere you go. Get them off Spotify and Shopify. All right? I don't want them on there. Cancel culture time.